Well, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy ChasmRift here, and today we have part one of our Evo experience vlog. The reason I'm going to be doing different parts is because I have a lot of things I want to talk about, quite a bit of footage, and I felt that it'll be better to break it up by days, and that way you're going to have different parts of my actual Evo experience. Um, First things first, before we get into talking about what Evo is and all that, this is my first time actually like vlogging in a few years, and the camera I'm using is actually a camera I did not own originally. The night before Evo officially started, my brother told me like, "Hey, I got a camera that you could use for your experience," and because of that, I was like, "All right, bet, let me use this camera," and here we are using it. It was an action camera. It's pretty small, so I couldn't even watch like some of the playback footage because the screen is very tiny. Also, the mic quality is really bad, but it does shoot good footage. But just to reference, let anyone know about that. So you're gonna be seeing a little bit of awkward shots on my actual experience here. But nonetheless, let's get right into it. So, what is Evo? For those of you who don't know, who has not been following this channel for a while, Evo is, well, really it's called Evolution. It's the Evolution Championship Series. The cool kids, we call it Evo, and it is the biggest fighting game tournament slash convention in the world. Many people come here to, play, to claim their throne, and to just put their name out there as one of the best players in the world. But not only that, people come here to just experience the culture there is of the fighting game community, get to try out new things, and to just kind of have a vacation here at Mandalay Bay. So that's pretty much in a nutshell what Evo represents. As you guys are watching this almost slow motion clip of me walking through the venue. Now, for those who are also curious, this happened at Mandalay Bay. Evo ran from August 2nd to the 4th, so it was a 3-day weekend event. And every year Evo happens on the first weekend in August. So anybody who wants to plan a trip and not have to email some of the tournament organizers months after registration, just know that Evo happens on the first Friday of August and it ends on the first Sunday in August, if that makes sense to you guys. So yeah, just me going through the venue, having to take pictures on both my phone and my camera, as you guys will be seeing me go through both footages. And now here we are on the show floor. For the record, I do not like the lighting within Mandalay Bay. It messed up a lot of shots, as I'm seeing right here in the playback for this camera, which can shoot in 4K 30 FPS or 1080p 60. And my camera for my phone as well did not like the glare that came off of the lighting within Mandalay. So just bear with the glare there, but you can still see majority of everything pretty well. This is me walking towards the anime booth as I was getting ready for my Kill la Kill pool. For those of you who don't understand, there were side tournaments happening in Evo, and one of the side tournaments that I actually decided to put my name into was Kill la Kill If, a brand new game that just came out July 26th, if I'm correct. And I was like, hey, it's a new game, why not? Let's have a little bit more fun besides just going in and play Dragon Ball Fighters. So yeah, here I am at the anime booth. I noticed the Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle sign, and what I said in the clip on the camera that you can't hear because audio's not picking up on here. So I said shout out to Ruby, who is the best girl within not just BB Tag, but pretty much in all of anime. So no cap there. So yeah, just got to walk through the venue, got to see that there was a ton of people there, and I got to finally see some action happen at the Arc System Works booth, as people were just having casuals for all the games. And yeah, I'm just trying to look around and hopefully find my actual pool for Kill la Kill, which was at 2 p.m. My Dragon Ball Fighters pool was at 6. And as we're skipping over here to this Goichi clip, we'll just talk about kind of my results there. I went 0-2 in both Kill la Kill If and in Dragon Ball. For Saturday, I was supposed to play Guilty Gear, but I decided to let myself be DQ'd there because they wanted me there at 8 a.m. And since I wasn't at a hotel that was on the strip, I decided, yeah, there's no way I'm waking up at 6 just to hop into a lift just to get to Evo for that pool. So that was it. I made a video the other day talking about my future for my content here on YouTube and Twitch, also my kind of personal life as a gamer, and I just want to share some more insight on that. So yeah, I went 0-2 at Evo. I had a great time there. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. People have many expectations for me, and I do understand and I appreciate it. I will share more about like my overall experience and feelings throughout the event on the last part of this vlog. But what I just want to share here is that yeah, for the future of what I'll be doing, I kind of want to go back to playing Pokemon, be competitive there. I want to put my hat into more Dragon Ball. I'm taking a little break from Dragon Ball. I want to take about at least a month or so to not play online against people, not to play ranked or casuals. If friends want to play me, sure, I'll be down. I also want to try out a new team and transition over to Stick. So because of that, I want to take a little break from high level Dragon Ball and just collect myself, collect my bearings, and to grow as a player who's not just a one trick pony who plays Dragon Ball. I want to try out the new Grand Blue when it comes out. I'm looking forward to the brand new Guilty Gear game that will be dropping, and much, much more. On top of that, I kind of want to get into doing match analysis for Pokemon. I said like I'm beginning to competitive Pokemon. I'll be giving out guys there. I will be giving my 2 cents and my personal opinion on both fighting games and also in the competitive Pokemon scene. So if anybody's interested in that, be sure to stay tuned for future content we will be having here on the channel, because I am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to sharing my thoughts, opinions, insight. I'm also looking forward to helping out my friends who genuinely want to grow. I'm not talking about someone who's like, oh, hey, I saw that video you made, it was kind of cool. It kind of made me want to play the game. Can you train me for 5 minutes? I'm talking about those who are willing to go through the grind for the next few months, and hopefully we should be able to grow. And also shout out to Goichi. He was a pretty cool dude. Got to talk to him. He doesn't know that much English, but he was able to actually respond to me when I asked him to take a picture and whatnot. And just shout out to the guy for actually winning Evo. Spoiler alert, if you have not seen that. So, as you guys are watching this clip right here, I want to actually give a shout out to some of the guys I've met during my experience at Evo. So first I want to give a shout out to Tim the Prim, the guy who's actually recording this. I want to give a shout out to his friend Cameron, and they're known as the LVFGC, as in the Las Vegas FCC group. So me and Cameron were playing a casual set for Dragon Ball. The first match couldn't be recorded because Tim has some issues recording on my phone. We won't get into the specifics of that. But here goes match 2 and 3 that me and Cameron played. And while this is going on, I kind of want to go over something that I feel like is very important. Before I went off to Evo, I was actually watching some of the 10 a.m. pools that are going on. And during the chat I was looking at, I noticed that people were being very critical of the players, which is fine. It's just that I kind of want to give my opinion on this. For those who are very critical, for those who are surprised to see not super duper optimal, super duper high level play on stream, you have to realize that for a lot of people who are here, including myself, this was their first major. For many people, this is their first tournament, let alone their first major. So for many of them, this is not something they're used to. A lot of people don't have the same exact setup that Evo would have. So they may not be used to the input delay on the video game setup. They may not be used to the actual setup that is of Evo. They may not be used to playing on 24-inch monitors, things like that. And again, like I said, some of the guys, including the 2 guys who are here, Cameron and Tim, when I talked to them specifically, they also told me that, yeah, they didn't want to be on stream because that is a lot of pressure to not only play here at the biggest tournament in the world for fighting games, but to play in front of tens of thousands of people on stream and in front of a live audience. That is a lot of pressure for many people, and not that many people are up to the task. Not many people can actually show up and show out. So you're going to see a lot of drop combos. You're going to see a lot of subpar play compared to the Sonic Fox, the JDCRs, and Daigos of the world. It's just that not everybody is used to that setting. And for those out there who think that it's okay to say, like, man, I can play better than these guys, well, why aren't you here? If this is so free to you guys, if you genuinely think that, oh, hey, I can play better than Joe Schmo on the who I'm watching on ESPN or who I'm watching on Twitch, then why aren't you out here? Why didn't you fly to Las Vegas, put your name down in the registration on Smash.gg, and come out here and compete in Evo? If your argument is that, oh, I didn't want to pay for it or I couldn't afford, well, if you're so confident in your abilities, this should be light work for you. You'll be definitely reimbursed when I see you in top 8 of Evo at the games that you guys are so heavily critical about. I usually say that, and these are my thoughts when I usually see people criticize content creators, whether it's myself or others. But now that I see that people are criticizing players for just simply playing their game, that really rubs me off in the negative way. Like I said, this is a very fun tournament. We're all here to have fun. In fact, you can check out Sajam's video. I may put the link down below. But Sajam's talked about how Yipes was on the mic and he asked people how many of them this is their first Evo they ever been to. Sagem thought 1/3 or a quarter of people will raise their hand. About 85% of the room actually raised their hand, and that is because many of us, we don't get to go out to majors. Many of us may not even have a local scene to go to on a weekly basis. So if people are given the opportunity to go to just one major scene, they will choose Evo for many reasons. The clout, the prestige behind Evo, the fact that it is the biggest convention out there for fighting games as well. That's a major reason why a lot of us will come out here. And as well as that, in a good way, the FGC is actually growing. It's not about just the same 5 or 6 people who are dominating every tournament. The FGC is growing in a positive way. So I am all for them not just streaming Sonic Fox and JDCR every single match there is at Evo during pools. Them streaming these new people allows for the community to give a certain feel for who's going to be there playing at Evo. Hopefully it lets us see who are the next big guys to show up in the scene. For those of you who follow Dragon Ball, you may notice some of these names, and you're going to notice something very, very peculiar about them. Brian Hakai, Shanks, Bombabon. You know what's so special about some of these names? Ever since the Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tour, these are some of the names that popped up of people who have actually gone from zero to hero within the Dragon Ball community because they were given a platform and they were able to show up and show out in such a big way. Bombabon at the World Tour won the Last Chance Qualifier number 3, earned himself a spot within the World Tour, and beat Sonic Fox round 1 and gave Goichi a run for his money in round 2 at the World Tour. After that, guess who I saw at Evo? Bombabon. And guess what? He was wearing a Panda Global's esports jersey. Brian Hakai. At NorCal Regionals, he was put into a pools match with Kazunoko. Many people thought that this would be a wash. This would be a 5-minute, set. The thing is, this dude took Kazunoko to Game 3, and not only did he do that, he beat him. And now he became an overnight hit on Reddit and social media. You know the guy Shanks? Yeah, El Padre. The guy who took top 8 at Evo and was the first Spanish player to ever do that in any capacity for fighting games. Yeah, he rose to prominence starting at Combo Breaker, where he not only beat Sonic Fox in top 8, but I believe he also took 4th place, if I'm correct. Actually 3rd. He took 3rd place at Combo Breaker. And now here he is at Evo, placing top 8. These are a lot of guys who, you want to know what's crazy? I just thought about this. Bombabon, the World Tour was his first tournament outside of Japan. Or at least this is the first tournament in the US that he competed at. Brian Hakai, NorCal Regionals was the first tournament he ever competed at. And Shanks, he was the first Spanish player to ever make top 8. And these are guys who they were given a chance and they put on a hell of a show. We would never know anything about them if they weren't given the platform they were given on to show up and show out. So I want to thank everybody for watching this. There will be a bonus video coming out today, if I'm correct, to talk about some insight on how I prepare for tournaments and what may be useful for you guys who are also curious about that. Be sure to check that out down below. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog and be ready for more parts. See you guys.